So I haven't vlogged in a while. We've been doing a lot of different things. We had our two meetups where I've done this, I've shared this before, but where we've done this idea of me going online to offline with the online community at Saddleback Church. And we've done meetups where I've gone into places like I've done them in Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, and San Francisco, where we took it one step further, where we did these like full-fledged. I'm looking at my like thing on the screen. It's like my stinking. When I was like little, not little actually. When I was in like middle school, I decided to shave my eyebrow, like one part of this, because it's bugging me. And forever there's like this gap, so I notice it immediately whenever I'm like see myself on camera. Anyways, tangent. So we've done this where like I literally just pick a coffee shop and I'm gonna be there and we're gonna meet. Got the idea from Alan George at Life Church. He did some of those at an event. We were at a conference and he was like doing these meetups. So I did that in a couple different ways. Had really good. Had like 45 people show up to the one in San Francisco. The Texas like kind of trip. I don't know, maybe had 60 or 70 people total spread out. Did 6 of them. So what we did on these meetups is that we kind of took it next level, and we did rented a hotel space, like a meeting room, and promoted it a little bit more and said, hey, come here at this date. So we did one in Temecula, California, which is like on Saddleback Mountain. If you like look at Saddleback Mountain, like the main campus is here in Lake Forest. On the other side of Saddleback Mountain, it takes you like a whole hour and 10 minutes to get to this place. It's about 40 minutes away from one of our campuses, and rented a room, promoted it, got there at 5:30. I was really nervous because nobody was there, and I was like, oh crap, is no one going to show up? This is going to be a terrible waste of the $500 it cost to rent the room. Had 120 show up. So did like a small group training before, so I told all the group's hosts and people to show up at 6. So between 6 and like 6:45 we did training where I kind of talked to them about different things, and we actually prayed for the 7. So that worked really well because at 7, when we had the large group gathering, the room was already full of great energy. We had prayed over it, we were ready, and 7 o'clock, it went from 30 to, instead of, entering a room by yourself is kind of like, what in the world? But because we already had people in there and I kind of trained them and talked to them about welcoming people, we had 120, partnered with the local campus, which was really cool. Pastor Rob and their team was amazing. They did a devotion. It was just fun. So I had a lot of conversations, started a bunch of groups out of that, got people plugged in, and exploring a lot of, what could come of that. Did one actually just last night. Yesterday morning we did San Francisco. Ephraim and I on our team, we went up and we literally were only in San Francisco for like less than 24 hours. Got there Saturday night late, at the hotel the next morning, did the same thing, did a training from 9:30 to 10:30, did training with the groups, talked about vision and so forth, and then at 11 we had a large gathering and did it it's like a very short program. We didn't have a campus to partner with, so it was just us. Talked through a bunch of things, started like 6 new groups out of it, got a bunch more people in. It had 93 people there. So this meetup model is really, it's got some legs to it. We're exploring still a lot. Kind of fun thinking about traveling to different places, but it's also a little bit not scalable. So still trying to wrestle through how to empower people. Had a volunteer do a meetup in Minnesota. And actually I paid some money to promote it since I wasn't going to be there. We promoted it on email. Also like $50 promotion, but only had 3 or 4 people show up. So that didn't work. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So I don't know if I got to establish hubs, but this whole meetup thing, a lot of, to have 120 people in a room and 93 up in the Bay Area, that's exciting. That was fun. You can go to my Facebook account to see photos from it, but a lot of fun wrestling through that, trying to think about what's the next version of that? What does it look like to build momentum out of that? Could we plan a campus out of that? What are those? There's a lot of conversation that needs to be had, but having a lot of fun building the momentum, building up community there, getting some volunteers out of that. So cool stuff going on. And this week's Easter, so we got Easter. So, anyways, hope you're having a good week. Hope your Easter goes out without a shout. No issues. Let me know if you have any ideas or what do you think about the meetup thing. So, see ya.